As we are discussing under international law, the topic sources of international law. Under sources of international law, the next sources is general principles of law recognized by the civilized nations. General principles of law recognized by civilized nation. These general principles of law can be applied only where customs and treaties are not available. Means to resolve dispute between any states, between the states or among the states, there is no customary principles, and there is no particular treaty to resolve that particular dispute. Then these general principles of law can be applied. General principles of law is nothing but the law which are acceptable by many states, the rule which can be acceptable by many states, such type of rule or law are called general principles of law. So here in heading only, here given recognized by civilized nations, means already that particular law is used by so many civilized nations or well established nations. That particular principle can be considered as source in international sense. So how we can say general principle of law recognized by nations are considered as a sources of international law? According to Article 38(3) of the Permanent Court of International Justice, Article 38(3) of the Permanent Court of International Justice and Article 38(1)(c) of the International Court of Justice. These two are clearly saying that these general principles of law recognized by civilized nations can be considered as sources of international law. So based on this principle, International Court of Justice and the Permanent Court of International Justice may resolve the disputes based on these general principles. So example, there is a famous case, that is diversion of water from Musi in 1937. So Musi river is not Hyderabad Musi river. So it's a river flow between Belgium and Netherlands. So in this case, the International Court of Justice applied the principle of estoppel to resolve that particular dispute among Belgium and Netherlands. So actually up to this is enough to mention in exam point of view. If you want to know that what is that particular case, once look into this. In 1863, there is a treaty between Belgium and Netherlands to regulate water use of the Musi river to ensure sufficient flow for navigation and irrigation. This is the treaty they made between Belgium and Netherlands in 1863. As days are going on, development also increased. The economic use of the river rally developed. Means the usage of pressure on river increased by 1937, the pressure is increased by both the states, Belgium as well as Netherlands. In 1937, there is a dispute arised between the two states, Belgium and Netherlands. So in that particular dispute, to resolve that dispute, there is no customary principles and there is no provisions in that particular TT what they are made in 1863. In that case, the International Court of Justice applied the principle of estoppel to regulate the usage of river for navigation and irrigation. This is the one of the case. There are so many cases. There are so many principles are applied by the International Court of Justice. So all that principles are well established and accepted by many states. So in international law, the term what we are using, that state which indicates nations, most of the time it indicates the nations. We need to keep it in our mind, but while saying, while discussing, while writing all the things, we will use the term state only. So hope you are understand. This is the one of the sources of international law, that is general principles of law recognized by civilized nations. Thank you.